Well, good afternoon. Rarely do we say that. It's usually good morning to you, and we are rarely on a weekend either. But we have been talking about this for what? Probably 2 or 3 months now, that we were going to be live at Dude's Playground in Waterloo, Illinois, with Rich Melching, and Dude is out here running around. We are going to talk about the third annual poker run, which we're very excited of. Couldn't you have gotten a cooler day?
Well, we separated that, come up a week early from last year because last year it was the hottest day of the year so far. So yeah, we were worried about rain a week ago, and here we are. It's definitely not going to have rain.
You know what? Just teasing you. We want as many of you that can come out for the run itself, which is going to start in an hour. And if you're thinking, I don't know, it's kind of hot, we want to keep grandma and grandpa at home, mom and dad at home, we get it. You can come out for the second wave. So tell them how today's going to break down.
So yeah, the poker run, we're gonna leave here at 1 sharp. We'll be back here by 5:30. So for the poker run at 6 o'clock, we'll be announcing the winner of that poker run and the winners of the first 50-50 round. And then for the people who want to come after the poker run, from 5:30 till dark, we'll be listening to music from Dos Amigos. There's always a nice breeze here. You notice that, as hot as it is?
You know what we did? We were driving down as we come up into Route 3. We're driving. I was looking around and I'm like, oh, there's a nice little breeze. We come in towards Dude's Playground. I'm like, oh, there's a beautiful breeze. So I actually think that might help a little bit.
It will. So the people who that heat is a problem during the day, by 5:30, all we're going to be sitting in is going to be shade.
Good.
There's going to be a nice breeze. Kid friendly. Bring your lawn chairs. If you want booze, bring your booze. We will have water and soda. Come watch the sunset with us, and then we've got a bunch of sparklers to give everybody.
At what, 9:15?
9:15.
9:15. We're going to have some sparklers around here. So here's the thing. If you're just tuning in, third annual Dude's Playground Poker Run. But let's go back. For those that don't know anything about Dude's Playground, let's set the scene for them.
Okay, so Dude's Playground idea came in 2015 when I bought this property. I am a 100% disabled vet, and that disability was able to buy this property. And I decided I wanted to give back and start something, an organization that focuses on mental health. Nobody wants to look at me. I almost don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean?
No, but it's crazy, right? Because it used to be such a stigma to not even mention those two words.
Yeah.
But it really is a beautiful thing that more and more now people are saying, no, I'm going to talk about this.
Yeah.
You know what? You're going to love this. And this is coming up in a story in about a week and a half. I had a guy that just sat down to talk to me about business. He was in my chair for 5 minutes in my office, which you've been in, or my studio, but now it's also my office. And all of a sudden, he just started telling me about his background of things that have happened to him. And I sat there and went, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he goes, absolutely. And I said, when were you okay with this? And he goes, when I got to be about 35 and I was going to explode if I didn't start talking.
Yeah.
And that is what we're thinking for all of you. If you're bottling things up, you're holding things in, no matter what it is. We always heard PTSD linked to those on the battlefield, law enforcement, firefighters, right? First responders. But it really is anyone that's suffering.
Absolutely, and we want to make that clear. Some people have asked me that, do you think only military people suffer? Absolutely not. But military and first responders definitely suffer from PTSD and suicide more than carpenters and accountants. And that's all we're trying to say. We recognize everyone's got it.
Yes.
But we know that the first responders and our military, they suffer from
higher level. Right.
They're just, we like to, my favorite saying, it's like everybody wants to talk about how you got there to that part where you don't want to, you don't want to wake up in the morning and you don't want to go on another day. We don't care how you got there. Our goal is to get you out of there.
Absolutely. Well,
where you're looking forward to waking up the next day.
And look, I mean, we're talking about this beautiful property. How many acres do you have?
We got 3.5.
3.5 acres of a true respite. And the thing that Rich always says, again, Richard Melching Sr., the founder of Dude's Playground, the thing that you always say is, we get it. And that is such a powerful statement, 3 very powerful words. Because in order to get someone to talk, you want to know that that person's sitting around by you, fishing, having a hamburger. Oh, they understand what I'm going through. Yeah. And then you're not saying, come here and just spill your guts, because a lot of people are saying, I'm not comfortable with the talking just yet. But sometimes it just happens as somebody else talks, right?
It's crazy how, I mean, exactly what you're saying. People are like, I don't want to come out there to talk, blah, blah. But it happens. It slowly happens, and a comment will be made, and maybe I'll put something out, and then usually after an hour of being here, about the time they eat, A lot of times I don't even want to go fishing again. It's they just open up and talk about things that they haven't talked about in a long time. And
What does that mean to you?
my 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 goal is to keep, like I said, to keep somebody from, you know, not doing something to themselves or someone else and have a reason to wake up the next day. I wasn't going to get real on you today. Today's supposed to be happy.
It is, but it's also, there are a lot of people, as you know, because you've been watching now for the last couple of years, and I know that you love it because there are new people every single day. You see new names. We are going to come back after this live throughout the rest of the day, celebrate. We'll look into tomorrow and go, oh my gosh, look at all these people that we affected. You have gotten phone calls after we've done a show together of people that you never talked to before that said, hey, this really affected me, and I feel like I can trust you.
Not only that, the person you're talking about, there was 3 people that called me from that podcast, but this one person called and said he was not a veteran, but it really touched him. He has no one to talk to. We had him talking with a counselor within 2 hours. Now, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a doctor, but we have connections to people who do. Yeah. Trish Odom is one of our board members, and she is our main resource for finding the right people to talk to that people need. Right. So we have those phone numbers, and we're just the in-between people here. Yeah. You know, we're going to guide you the right way.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's what he has here for you. Again, if you're just tuning in, it is a good afternoon show on a Saturday, a beautiful one. There is a breeze, and every once in a while the clouds will cooperate, and they'll have a nice little shade for us. We are out here, and as you said, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was going to get real. Well, but sometimes we have to. And then we go into, this is going to be such an incredible day. Thank you, by the way. And I thank all of you that ever do.
So for all you people who know me and been calling me crazy all this time, I got the papers to prove it.
And there it is.
You got to give a little Rich Melching every now and then, right?
For those of you that don't know, and actually Jenny was telling me this, she's like, what are you talking about? And I said, he does Weather from the Deck. When did that start, by the way?
Weather from the Deck started right after I came up with the idea for Dude's Playground.
Okay.
And well, I knew that mental health is not going to be real popular on the list of views, so started some silly funny stuff. And we were sitting on the deck and a storm came in, and I found out that if you open your eyes real big and you talk like this, people think that's the way you are all the time.
Watch, let's apologize to poor Zach. He's writing the volume.
Sorry, Zach.
All right, again, this is Rich Melching. You may know him as the Weather from the Deck guy, and I love that. Whenever I see the comments, it's always, I love this Weather from the Deck guy. I was like, yes, and I love all the views. You have done so much work out here. Rich was sending us pictures and videos like crazy yesterday. This was all tore up. You just resodded all this, didn't you?
No, we
did a lot.
No, we didn't get to the sod. That was across the bridge we didn't get to. Because we just tore up all that, but we didn't get the sod in.
But you didn't have to do all that. He also completely looks like you de-shedded Dude.
Dude's been blowing so bad. When I took him to Kelly yesterday and I walked in on that, did you see that video?
Yes.
And he's still, look at the hair, it still comes off.
No, but he looks beautiful. He's all ready for all of you to meet him. He's ready for his close-up. He's ready to show off for Dad. So we were talking about what is on tap for today. So we're going to wrap our broadcast up after we talk to a couple of people here. We're going to go at just after 1 o'clock. And then you want to talk about the stops and thank all the people that made this happen today?
Yeah, so we'll leave here at 1 o'clock, and we're going to start at the bailout, first of all.
Okay.
That is 13 miles from here. And that's right before the town of Baldwin, Illinois. We'll leave there around 2-ish, and then we're going to go to Evansville to Billy Bob's Jukebox.
Billy Bob.
And then we'll leave there about 3 o'clock, and we'll go down to the American Legion, Prairie du Rocher. Oh, that was a 13-mile ride as well. And then from Evansville to Prairie du Rocher is a 17-mile. We're going to take the long way, so we're going to be on the south side of Bluff Road and come north.
Okay.
All the way as far as we can. That'll bring us into Prairie du Rocher, American Legion. Leave there about 4 o'clock, be back here. We want everybody with poker hands to be checked back in by 5:30. That's the big thing. Okay. That gives us a half an hour to tally up everything. 6 o'clock is when we start. Then we're going to come back, and I got a big shout out to Giuseppe's and
Bandanas and Silo.
Yes.
Right.
Bandanas and Silo for the food. Matt Carter for bringing in his trailer to cook the food. I can't thank all the people that helped put this together. My buddy Ray, he's been here from Dudes. He's got the most
Man hours?
Man hours dedicated to Dudes Playground by far.
Well, that is a testament to what you're providing here. The people wanted to come out to help. So you started the poker run 2 years ago. And what type of money was raised and what type of crowd did you have out here?
We were getting pushed a lot by IBEW Local 309, who is our #1 supporter by far. We'll get to them in a minute. And so they really wanted to do a side-by-side run.
Oh.
So we did a side-by-side run the very first year. The problem with that is and we can do that on these back roads down here. We can stay off the highways. But the motorcycles, the cars, and the Jeeps, they don't like it because some of these side-by-sides can only do 35, 40 mile an hour.
Right, and you're like, come on.
Yeah, and it was hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we definitely decided to open it up to all vehicles.
Yeah, and then, so there's a 50-50.
Yep.
The poker hand, by the way, you can play as many hands as you want. $10 a hand.
$100 bill is easy. You get $10, $100, that's easy.
How much money was raised last year?
I didn't know I was going to have to take a test.
You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, everything?
Yeah.
$5,600. $5,600, yeah.
So it's always leveling up, trying to go another level, etc. We're going to bring your wife in because you know I'm always big on the support team.
My first one, second one, or third one?
Stop it. Oh. We're going to bring Becky in.
Oh, Becky. She's the best one.
That's what matters. That's the one that we want to stick around. We can't do what we do in life without a support system. So let's bring Becky. She will join us. She better be here. We're also going to introduce you to PJ the DJ.
PJ the DJ.
Right. So he is with the
Sons of American Legion.
Sons of American Legion. And then we're going to take off. And so all vehicles. So if you are a spontaneous person and you want to come over, tell them where you're located.
5301 Kaskaskia Road, Waterloo, Illinois, 62298. To make it simple for you people who know the area, if you turn right, or if you turn on Kaskaskia Road from Route 3, we are 1.7 miles on Kaskaskia Road from Route 3.
Okay, so motorcycles, you want to bring really cool cars. There's some beautiful classic cars we're going to show you here in just a little bit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a fancy car. It's just that you're coming out to raise money for what he's doing. So again, good afternoon. Thank you for watching. Whether you're able to watch live or you want to watch this later, share this with all that you know so that you can know about the great work that Richard Melching Sr. does, or Rich, because he always cracks up when I call him Richard. He's like, Richard, where's my dad?
It's usually my mother and my wives that call me Richard.
All right, we're going to, speaking of his wife, we're going to bring Becky in. So don't go anywhere. Live from Dudes Playground in Waterloo, Illinois.
Is so outdated and old. Can you help?
Let's take down this wall and add a support beam there.
Or just replace the furniture.
I love it.
New sofa, chaise lounge, and tables from Carroll House.
What about this bedroom?
Let's tear down this wall.
Or a new bed, dresser, and accessories.
It's like a whole new room.
Get free in-home design, fast free delivery, and free financing too. Skip the remodel. Add new furnishings from Carroll House for your new perfect room. Because you
Discover your full potential with a personalized styling experience. Designing, customizing, and transforming the looks of men and women. Revamp your individual style and embrace what makes you, you. That's real confidence.
All right, folks, welcome back. Again, I hope you're having a great Saturday afternoon. Some of you might be inside in the air conditioning. Maybe you're thinking about heading out to the pool. That's fine. If you can't be here today at all, I'd love for you to help out Dudes Playground with donations for all the incredible work they do. You've seen him several times on the show talking about Dudes Playground. He's the founder, but we can't do what we do in life well without a support team. And this is his wife, Becky Melching. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to finally meet you.
Yes, exactly.
So how proud are you of him?
Oh, words can't describe how proud I am of him.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I don't mean
Don't
to make
feed the
people
monkey.
cry.
This
but-
has been his dream for a long time, and it's there. It's almost there. It's perfect.
What are you most proud of that you all have done since he started this?
My most proud moment was when this past spring the Spinal Cord Injury Center came out with some veterans, because that really truly was our number one goal from day one, is to get people out of the hospital.
Yes.
Now it has gone into so much wonderful things with nursing homes and human support, Monroe Council, but that was my proudest moment.
Absolutely. And I know he was reaching out to me. He's like, Monica, this is amazing. Because again, you have your vision, and this is now when we talk about people getting inspired and doing their passion project. That's what they did. And then it was, if we build it, we hope they come.
Exactly.
And then they are, and then they are, and then they are. And we want you to continue to share this beautiful story and say, hey, this is incredible of what's being done out here. And maybe today's not the day for you to come out. Maybe it's in another day, another week. But make your way here. Please don't suffer in silence. That's what we've been talking about. Again,
Yes.
getting real today, but also this is the fun component. Because again, he's been on set, and we've talked about this. Trish Odom has been on set with us, and we've done the story behind the fun part of the day. So you've been involved in the last couple of poker runs. Can you give me a little background on what you've enjoyed the most?
When it's over.
Right? Anytime anybody has a
it's
party,
over.
it's like, phew, we did good.
No, I mean, they're just fun. We love to have air, the breeze, the motorcycles and the convertibles and everybody, and getting the breeze in your face. And
So
just
we do that.
going-
We do this every weekend.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not
we
be a
do.
poker run, but this is what we do for fun.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, the first 3 cars there are my brothers and my best friends, and yeah, every weekend we go cruising, and we just go
Yeah,
south usually. Go ahead.
that is kind of our date night thing,
Yeah.
or
Oh, I
date
love
day
that.
thing. I mean, we always get in the convertible and go.
Right. So all of you, like, I used to hear stories my mom and dad would talk about going cruising. And I'm like, they still do some of that stuff in South County on Lindbergh, and you see all these beautiful cars go by.
Yeah.
It takes you back to I think, a better generation, a slower time, right?
Yeah.
We've got to bring some of that back.
And the beauty of this area is that we're going to be going into Southern Illinois in what I call the back roads.
Good.
We're going to be going down on Bluff Road. We're going to go by all the
Caves.
mining caves, which is very awesome if you've never been in
I have
that
not.
area. Well, you'll enjoy it because
This is my first poker run, period, Becky.
it's like an air-conditioned stop
Yeah.
from the caves.
So the air
and
coming out of
stuff.
there is it's
Yeah.
50 some degrees.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. You'll just see
So we'll
some-
stop there. We'll stop right in front of it.
And
Yeah.
see, we were talking earlier about how it was going to be gorgeous. I mean, yes, it's warmer, but there's a
There's a good
beautiful breeze
breeze.
out here, which we were a little worried. I did what I promised I would do. You said boots, boots, boots all day, boots. And jeans. I can't wait when the run's over to get out of these.
Oh, I don't blame you.
But if you don't want to hop on a motorcycle, then get in your car. And maybe you
Yeah.
don't take the top down, you keep your air conditioner on, but you come out to support. So, again, it's a really powerful 3.5 acres here. The stories that have been told, can you drop in some for us to make everybody really understand what this place is all about? Because he's done his, but I always like to hear the layers from several people.
Well, being on the backside of it with my husband, and I don't know why I feel like I want to cry. That's so stupid.
It's
But-
no, it's not actually. It's not.
My husband needed a purpose when he came out of what he came out of, and this has been his purpose. So for me, on the backside of it is just experiencing that with him, experiencing all the construction and the mud, and it's like, oh my God, when's it ever gonna stop?
This was mud for four
Yeah,
years.
I mean,
this was mud.
My floors between my dog and my husband, my floors in my house are atrocious, but no, it's just
But think about that as any great project. When someone wants to do something at their home, like right now, my brother and sister-in-law, I mean, God love my brother. He has worked his butt off, YouTubing everything of how am I going to just completely demolish this master bathroom and then redo it. And then it's the after effect to go, look at what we did.
Yes.
But you got to put in the hard work.
You do.
Mental,
Yes.
physical, spiritual. You know that triangle of life. You put it all in, you get emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted, maybe sometimes spiritually exhausted, and then all of a sudden you go, no, this was well worth
Yeah,
it.
and then it is. I'm super proud of it. It's taken, 8 years? When did we start?
well,
8,
16,
8, 9
yeah.
years.
9 years.
And it's a little bit at a time, a little bit every year gets added onto it. And We are at a place now, though, that I think it's done. Construction's done, and it's
I was gonna
just come
say,
enjoy.
Yeah, come enjoy it. Again, if you're just tuning in, good afternoon to you on this beautiful Saturday. Yes, a little warm, but a great breeze that we have. And we're talking about the mission of Dude's Playground. Again, the event taking place today. I can't wait for the after for him to and Becky to take it all in and go, oh, we did it again. And then it is in the mind. So where do we see ourselves in the next 3 to 5 years? Answer that for me.
Our next step this fall, we've got a finished area now of about 600 square feet, 700 square feet, and we're going to start teaching suicide prevention classes in there, CPR classes, and things like that. That'll be starting up this fall, and that's what we'll be able to stay open more in the wintertime now. Longer hours, and we can do rain days. Although the good Lord is always taking care of us on weather, with the exception of heat. I mean,
you're right.
But that,
there was rain in the forecast like about 5
Oh, I
days,
know.
and you're like, nope, trust me, it's not going to rain. It's just going to be hot, but it's not going to rain.
And always go to dudesplayground.org
Yes.
because the scheduled events throughout seasons, like we probably put out 3 months at a time. We always have the dates on there.
Which, by the way, on dudesplayground.org, this is the last event scheduled that's on there. And then on July 4th, we will have the summer fall schedule out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So right now, this is the last event on there. That'll all be updated by July 4th. We're going to take a little break here.
Well, you deserve that because you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. All right. Anything else you want to say before we bring PJ the DJ in?
I appreciate everyone's support tremendously, and come on out if you can. I know it's hot. There's a breeze.
There is a breeze, and we're not kidding about it.
And it's only like 15 miles apart from the stops, and you got air conditioning at the stops.
Go in, hydrate, please. We did say this earlier. Please do us a favor and hydrate like crazy. Make sure you're drinking water. Jim went to fill up at the gas station. I'm like, oh, sunscreen. So get some sunscreen to put that on if you're going to be on the motorcycle. Again, take care of yourself. We'll take care of you. You've got fans. You've got some air conditioning. Again, a thank you to all that put this together. Thank you to those that volunteered. Thank you to those that are donating. Again, Trattoria Giuseppe, bandanas, silos. Thank you to Dos Amigos. They're coming out to provide music for you. And then if you can't come for the actual ride, then get your family and come for the after aspect, right?
Yeah.
So if you say, oh gosh, darn it, I'm a spontaneous person, but I can't come right now for the ride, then come around 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then into the evening, have some food, camaraderie. We get it, right? And then the sparklers display.
Yeah.
And bring your lawn chairs, please.
Yeah, bring your lawn chairs.
Alcoholic beverages are welcome. You have to bring your own. We don't supply them. We'll have water, soda.
And Gatorade.
And a dunk tank.
And a dunk tank.
We're going to dunk him.
We're going to get you in there.
We're going
to get you in there. You're going to have helmet head after you get it back from the run.
It's not that. It's the fact that I have a white t-shirt on, Jim said. The white t-shirt contest is not happening. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Again, we are live at Dude's Playground in Waterloo, Illinois. We're going to be joined by PJ the DJ coming up.
When you want to shout at crunch, you don't go here, because here feels bad. But here we help you feel good, feel strong, feel rejuvenated.
Join Crunch Fitness today.
This is my wonderful role model, one of my best friends.
She said, oh my gosh, you got a long life. You could probably live to be 130 or something. And I said, oh God, I hope not.
It's getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes.
I'm not going to take off my clothes. On the radio tape, going to
Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. We're gonna spank. We're gonna speak. We're not gonna spank anybody. We're gonna speak about knowing your value, and then I'm gonna.
I'm going to spank them.
If you don't know your value and you don't grab hold of how important you are, I'm gonna spank you. Folks, you never know what you're gonna get with her. Welcome back, folks. Look, he's mixing for us. It's PJ the DJ. And Rich Melching Sr. and myself, we are at Dudes Playground. Today's the big day, the 3rd annual Dudes Playground Poker Run. So tell us about your friend, Rich.
I met PJ, what, 5 years ago? Something like that? PJ is a member of the Sons of American Legion, and he came out here, and PJ is by far caught more fish than any guest we've had, and he's caught the biggest fish of any
You
guest
have?
he has.
Oh my gosh. So do you have some secrets? How'd you get that fish?
Basically, it's a classic rig up with basic worm and bobber sinker.
Do you have any technique that made you get the big one?
Basically, the big ones I've seen was some catfish poles that my friend here, Rich, has rigged up with some half-cut bait bluegill that they've been using. And here's one funny part that happened to me just last weekend. So last weekend, when I was here, the pole was taking it. I thought for a minute it was something big catfish, and I knew something was up. And then the line snapped, and it took my pole with it.
Oh.
And then this guy apparently had to swim in the water to go get it. And apparently, he did find my pole, and then he found the line that snapped.
Oh.
And sure enough, 7.72 pound catfish.
Oh my
right out of the blue.
gosh, that's awesome.
It was a lot better than the time I got in the water and pulled out the one that was this big. Were you here for that?
I saw. Did you see that video, PJ?
Yeah, the little bull.
It's hilarious.
The little bullhead.
Yes. He got in, showed us this video, and he's expecting this big thing, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? I got in this water." And again, he will go to the lengths of whatever he can do for you. Well, by the way, what kind of fishes are in here?
There's all like the different types of species. We've got like bluegill, crappie, largemouth bass, the rock bass, the red ear,
Wow.
catfish, the channel cat, and the bullhead.
Do you catch them? And
there's another secret
what's that?
that's in this corner that's just down there.
Is that the secret fishing spot?
Yep, they call it Carp Corner for
Oh.
a reason.
Why? They all gather there?
Because they all like to hang there a lot. And this also happened last weekend. There were like 3 catfish that were just hanging there, and even like 4 carp that were just hanging in that one spot. And we were hoping to get one, but they were like 3 to 2 inches away from hitting mine.
Oh my goodness. Again, if you're just tuning in, PJ the DJ, Rich Melching Sr., myself, we are at Dudes Playground for the big poker run. So what can you tell us about what you've enjoyed that Rich has done out here? What are you most proud of your friend for doing?
What I am most proud of him for doing is to keep the place running for disabled persons, unlike me, because my disability is actually autism formed with epilepsy, which that has helped me with the Sons of the American Legion on top of them.
Well, and I love that because, again, what we stress is, Rich always mentions, yes, for our veterans, our first responders, but this is anyone that feels that they're not okay. This is what he wants us to be. Is this a very calming place for you?
Yes, it always has been for me throughout the last couple years.
The peace, sometimes do you just sit in some of these chairs and just look out at the water?
Yes, I sometimes do that as well.
And then when you catch the fish, do you throw them back in or you keep them?
Once in a while, we will have a fish fry.
Oh, okay.
So when we first started, PJ thought we always fried fish at every event. So I said, we don't do that every time. I said, but you pick a day, and I'll dedicate a day to you. He said, okay, Sunday. What time do you get up? I said 7 o'clock. Well, PJ's here at 6:45. He stayed until about 8 o'clock that night. Caught a big channel cat like he always did. We cooked it. We fried it. Went up in the deck. His mom and dad joined us. So we spent 13 and a half hours together, didn't we?
Wow. That's when you know you have a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about your DJ work.
My DJ business started back in 2016, and I collected vintage vinyl from thrift stores, anywhere starting from 10 cents and above. And this completely started when my uncle, when I was younger, back in the day, since I was like 5, for my mother's mom, her 70th birthday party. And since then, I've digitized vinyl records since then too.
That you're talented.
Yes, I'm very talented.
Do you do this?
I don't do the vintage vinyl anymore, but the digitized
Yeah,
versions
right.
is
So I
it's-
missed that because I like that. You told me, PJ, that you also have another job that you're doing.
Yes, my second side hobby recently just started after I graduated college from Missouri State back in
Congrats.
2023 for my IT undergrad certificate. And this was when I decided to restore old computers and convert them into new ones to get them all restored. Like the older Optiplex 790s, 7010s, 7020s, and so forth. To keep
So smart.
to keep those going, since Windows 10 is coming to an end in October 14th of 2025. There are alternatives that I plan to use to keep them going.
We need him.
For example, Linux distributions like XornOS, Bazite.
Is that another language, PJ?
No, that's not a different language.
It's a computer language.
It's a computer language. but yeah, I've been hearing from this thanks to another IT friend of mine, Chris from CJB Computer Repair.
Look what he's got for us.
And as for the facts, there are so many things that you can do with a computer.
Well, I love, again, if you're just tuning in, PJ is just one of many people that have enjoyed what Rich has built out here. We were talking about fish, but we also might have some other critters. Look at this guy.
There's always something around here, isn't there, PJ?
Look at he's not scared and going back in his shell.
Well, that's because that's a baby snapper. That is a snapper.
Oh, okay. Don't let him snap me.
Well, he would probably hurt you if he did.
Okay, okay. Let's not let him do it.
We don't give him a chance. So that when you do that, they're like an alligator. So if you got them shut, they can't open their mouth.
Okay, well, be nice to him. He's not going to be
We're not
happy
going to
with
hurt
you.
him. We're not going to hurt him. Yeah.
Fish, turtles. What else do you
Snakes.
see out here? Oh, yeah, we know about the snakes because I put that in the video yesterday. If you all saw, I was like, the day's almost here. And I took a bunch of video when I had come out. And dude went over underneath the rock with Rich. And he does this regularly, doesn't he? Oh, my God.
Oh,
He
yes.
just threw the turtle. You had that snake underneath. He pulled it up and he whipped it at you, which really made me laugh. How many times have you been bit?
From a snake?
Yeah, ever?
Oh, hundreds. I don't know. Yeah. When we first moved here, my granddaughters who were running around here, they were like 4 and 6 or something like that. When we walked in this shed, a big old 5-foot black snake drops immediately out of the ceiling. But when I grabbed it, it bit me.
Oh, of course it did.
So the youngest one, Marley, said, "Grandpa, Nake bite you, Nake bite you." The next day, I had a Jeep at the time. Next weekend, I'm washing my Jeep and I cut my wrist on the chrome, and she said, "Grandpa, Jeep bite you? Jeep bite you?" So getting bit's a regular thing. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, there's always fun stories that are done out here. Okay, again, we are talking about the 3rd annual Dudes Playground Poker Run. We just wanted to introduce you to some instrumental people that have made this a wonderful respite. Thank you, PJ. Loved having you on. Rich and I are going to wrap things up, and then the cars are showing up, the motorcycles, we're going to rev it all up, and we're going to take off for the 3rd annual Dudes Playground Poker Run when we return.
Carroll House Furniture homes look the best because of our free design service. Our designers please your taste.
Let's reimagine your room with 50 brand name choices.
We'll create a 3D design with a 360 view for your room.
Free design services are just the beginning. Free 0% financing, fast free delivery and setup, and the guaranteed lowest prices in the country with no stipulations.
You'll get a perfect custom floor plan for your new dream room.
Carroll House Design, because you like nice things.
When you want to feel good, you work out at Crunch. You don't go here, because here feels bad. But here we help you feel good, feel strong, feel rejuvenated.
Join Crunch Fitness today.
Carroll House is now the contemporary furniture design center.
We now have the largest selection of the latest ultra-modern furniture.
Sleek European designs, unique metals, bold lacquers, plush fabrics, and retro styles.
Modern furnishings with exclusive collections only at Carroll House.
Plus free financing, free delivery and setup, and free in-home design.
Visit the St. Louis Center for Contemporary Design inside our 3.5-acre showrooms at Carroll House.
Because you like nice things.
And welcome back once again, Dudes Playground, the 3rd annual Dudes Playground Poker Run. And people are getting excited. And in fact, they're starting the poker run without us.
Yeah, some of them are taking off already.
All right, well, let's thank everybody. Again, we're looking for an exciting day. The breeze is really absolutely beautiful. A lot to take place today. Again, one more time, thank you. Trattoria Giuseppe, Bandanas, Silos, Dos Amigos will be out here. You want to thank the IBEW?
I want to thank the IBEW tremendously. They're our biggest supporter. They are the reason that our classroom is being built. Thank you to the IBEW Local 309. You guys are number one. My biggest thanks has to go to Monica Adams.
No.
She's really put everything into this.
No, I thank you for what you do.
And I knew when I first started watching your podcast that this would happen eventually.
Well, thank you.
And thank you.
Nope, absolutely. I love what we've done together. We get it.
Yeah.
And to all of you that are just finding out about Dudes Playground today, share it. Again, tell everybody that you know, family, friends. If you couldn't come out today, that's okay. Just remember them. And if somebody wants to donate to your cause, what's the best way? Go to your website?
Go to the website, dudesplayground.org. You can donate there. You can donate on our Facebook page. And you can also just send a check to 5301 Kaskaskia Road, Waterloo, Illinois, 62298. Write the check out to Dudes Playground. We'll send you a 501c receipt. And thank you so much for your support. This is what it's about.
Absolutely. And again, share with everybody that you know about the wonderful work that he's doing for our veterans, our first responders, or for you if you are suffering. So are you ready to take off?
Let's do it.
We're going to rev things up. We've got some awesome cars here. And again, if you missed the poker run itself, we'll be back here about 5:30, and then food and again camaraderie and sparklers at 9:15. Then I can't wait to hear the amount of money that is raised. You got some pretty cars out here, by the way. Some beautiful classic cars. I love the Corvette. Go ahead.
If you guys, most likely there'll be if you guys see us on the road, there'll be a red Buick in the front because it's by far the fastest car here. All the other ones are following because let's face it, wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
Oh, there it is.
Huh?
Bum, bum.
Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
I won't be in a car. I'll be in a Harley, which is the only reason I have jeans on today. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
And to all of you, thank you for watching. If you had to bounce on and off, that's fine. Take this show for us and follow, share, all the great things. We will then see you back on Monday morning. We'll be visiting with a dear friend of mine, Dr. Martin Hogan, coming in from Chicago, Illinois, to tell his story about surviving a very rare form of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Love you all. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, hydrate yourself, and be
kind no matter what you do.